Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a general reading for the sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Aquarius, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, you can find that information in my Buy Me a Coffee link, my official Instagram and TikTok, all listed in the About section of my YouTube page, and I thank you so much in advance. Aquarius, I hope that you're doing well. These are general messages, but they do have a theme to them, which is dream messages. What's going on in your dreams? I had a pretty significant dream lately, and it really threw me for a loop, and so I was wondering what messages would come out in everybody else's dreamscape. So I'm going to use two decks for your reading today. The first one is the Dream Decoder deck for the overall energy, and for the tarot portion, the Mystic Mondays. The cards have been pre-shuffled. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. What messages do you have related to their dreams, please, Spirit? Thank you. Being lost, losing something. Wow. Being lost, losing something. Almost also feels being trapped, doesn't it? Immediately, I have two pop culture images in my head. One is, the first one that came to mind was Harry Potter, and the Goblet of Fire, where, you know, Harry and Cedric Diggory and everybody else go into the maze, and there's all sorts of pandemonium that happens in there. And then also the movie The Shining with Jack Nicholson, Stephen King's The Shining, which is a brilliant Stanley Kubrick movie, but I wouldn't necessarily recommend it to all audiences. pretty big maze scene, but those two movies you might like those two movies, or those two movies might have some kind of significance to you. Spirit is just bringing to me the premise of The Shining. What is The Shining, right? It was always this idea. Well, I would have to watch the movie again or read the book, which I will never do, but it was this idea that that there were extraordinary and otherworldly events that happened at the Overlook Hotel, which is the main setting of the movie. But The Shining itself was extra sensory, perceptive abilities, connection to something otherworldly, and that the sun in that movie was kind of the nexus point for that. So, I mean, there could be dreams, you know, perhaps of you displaying uncanny abilities, psychic abilities. You may find yourself in this situation, but maybe you're a magician and boom, you're out of it. I don't know how Spirit is making me bridge the connection between the two. You know, maybe you're finding that you have extraordinary abilities in your dreams that allow you to extricate yourself from situations like this. Maybe you're having dreams about situations like this, but then being able to tackle any dreams or any situations in real life because you already worked it out in your dream. Dreams about being lost or trying and failing to find something or someone are obviously anxiety related. I see it less about being trapped, shockingly. I see it less about being trapped and more about a puzzle, the labyrinth of you trying to understand the complexity of something going on in your life right now. It kind of reminds me of one of the stories that I told in my Honey Drop Stories series, which you can find in my playlist, when a dear friend passed away unexpectedly, and it involved that whole week after his death, there were so many synchronicities, there were so many puzzle pieces that I was trying to put together. They all coalesced in the most profound way that I could not have even written a story like the one that actually happened to me in real life. But it took me standing above it, outside of it, to be able to see its complexity, to be able to see the layers and what was happening. It was like I had to stand outside of myself, perhaps astral project outside. Maybe you're astral projecting. So I see it more as, if it's anxiety fueled, it's more like you're trying to make the pieces fit, or look at what the pieces are in the first place to the puzzle. Very much like an Aquarius, I would think. You're always thinking outside the box. Outside the box. So let's get to the tarot. I'm going to pull 3 cards for the base spread, and then at the end, a card of advice from Spirit. This will be a shorter reading today. I'm trying to do shorter readings for the channel. Please let me know if you prefer that, or you prefer something longer. Angel, spirits, guides, what messages do you have for Aquarius, please? Thank you. Okay. We start off here with the Fool. This is beautiful energy. Fool's always beautiful, especially when it's in the upright. Number 0 of the Major Arcana. Just as a reminder, the Major Arcana are the first 22 cards of any tarot deck, any standard tarot deck. I talk about the archetypes of human experience. The rest of the cards of 78 card deck are the Minor Arcana, which describe the everyday actions and occurrences that you and I engage in the material world. So the Fool starts the tarot. The tarot is known as the Fool's Journey. This embarking on a new adventure as an adult, approaching a new situation with childlike wonder, childlike fervor. I don't use that word very often. Spirit said fervor. Like this casting away of everything, traveling light, footloose and fancy free. It's like this white rose here, it's like making our offer to the world. Watch out, world, here I come. Right? And it's this ultimate trust in spirit that, like, we're going to jump off the cliff, right? In the metaphorical cliff, and spirit will catch us. We have so much faith in ourselves, so much faith in spirit, that we know we can succeed. And even like a failure is a success, because we tried, we endured, we persevered, we tried again, we got back up and we tried again. It's risk-taking. It's stepping outside the box, but it's risk-taking, calculated risk. There is such a sense of freedom with it, though. When I look at it, there's it's really weird. I'm getting a song, Ocean Eyes by Billie Eilish, because she sings like this, the part of the chorus is, you know, I'm scared, but she says she extends that phrase, or I'm scared. I don't remember the rest of the word. I don't know that song very well, but I kind of hear her kind of ethereal voice. Billie Eilish has a very ethereal voice when she goes into her upper register. It's like like taking a risk towards love and being caught in their ocean eyes. Boy, was I caught in some ocean eyes at one time in my life. My twin, his eyes were like the sky, but I digress. But I'm hearing that I'm scared, but I'm enraptured anyway. You know, it's like, feel the fear and do it anyway. That's big. There's a big theme with this card for you. The next card out is the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. So this is not your energy. I feel like this is somebody outside of you that has recently approached you with some kind of offer that you did not feel was authentic. So they could have, you know, wined and dined you. They could have made a lot of promises, pitched a really good sales pitch, and you're just like, no, thank you. I'm trying to figure my way out of a situation. And maybe sometimes the most direct approach is the fastest, and what you have to offer me takes time. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight, because in Pentacle energy and Earth energy, in the material world, we're kind of having to like deal with other people and situations. You know, it's not just in the ethereal, right? Everyone has free will, and spirit works with that free will. So I always like to give the example. I don't know why I was having such a hard time saying free will. I was getting tripped up on that. It was almost straining my weirdly, like my lymph nodes, like free will. What's going on with that? Is that something that you take issue with, Aquarius? Like the idea of free will? Do you feel like everything is fated and nothing you do matters anyway? I don't really feel like you feel like that, especially not with this energy. Maybe somebody is trying to convince you, right? Keep you inside of your box. Well, that would be, it would be preposterous. Why am I stuttering? I have done 6 readings today, but I'm stuttering. That could be something that you deal with, or it's just like somebody doesn't want me to, maybe it's this person. Sorry, this person doesn't want me to communicate to you that you have options. Maybe they're saying to you, oh, Aquarius, it's preposterous. That's the word I was trying to say. It's preposterous that you would want to take this leap to try and solve this problem when I have a much more stable and appealing offer. But you see through it, Aquarius. You see through it. It doesn't make sense to you, and it doesn't appeal to your instinct, and so you're not entertaining it. You're not entertaining this person. Good for you. I feel that you're right. I'm going to pull a clarifier. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. The World card, yeah. Putting an end to it. Sorry, I'm just going to turn up. It got dark in my room. There we are. The World card. Number 21, Major Arcana. Look at this. We start with the Fool and we go all the way through the Major Arcana to the World. There's some cycle of repeat, something historical, perhaps that you used to do, that you aren't really trying to close out at this time. You're trying to close a chapter. We're no longer going to go down the path of this kind of decision making. So to give you an example that Spirit's giving to me, I recently went to dinner with one of my old bosses, like 3 bosses ago. And it's so nice because now she actually works down the street from where I work. So we got together for dinner, had a fabulous dinner. And, you know, I was telling her, like, you wouldn't recognize me now, you know, because I'm a manager now, and I was a manager for her, but as a leader, I'm just a totally different person. Of course, it's been like 15 years, right? But I said to her, you know, you were always trying to promote me, and I was always saying no. And I was always saying no because I was scared, because I was creating this for myself, making myself small. And when I took this promotion, the job that I have now, I mean, it was a big step, probably too fast. It almost ended me, but it didn't. I'm still here. It was a big step, but I ended those cycles where I told myself that I couldn't do something. It was just one moment where I saw Spirit open the door wide. Do you want this opportunity? And I almost said no. Well, at first I said no. Well, the literal words were, "Are you crazy?" But then I really had to search my heart, search my instinct, search my gut reaction, say, well, why not? Lean into the fear. Take a risk, a calculated risk. Try it. Try. And I think that Spirit's showing me you're closing out those cycles where you might have made yourself small. Because what comes next, the 10 of Cups, I mean, how lovely. Just prosperity, speaking to your heart space, all the things you love, family, friends, connections, the exchanging of love, of compassion, of empathy, all these beautiful heart-centered things. It's the top card, 10 of Cups, so beautiful, right? So you closing out this like cycle of repeat, of negative thinking, of doubt, allows abundance to flow in, right? We end here with the card of advice from Spirit, number 13, the Death card, major arcana representing Scorpio energy. The Death card, endings, bringing new beginnings. You're still on the precipice, though. Spirit is saying you're still closing out those cycles. You're still on the edge. There's still some loose ends. There's still some loose ends, Spirit is saying. That's okay. All in divine timing, right? You will have what you need in divine timing. But the point is that you're making progress towards your abundance. But there's still some loose, it's so funny because I have these rusty shears here. I use these to clip my plants when, you know, there's a, when there's a dying leaf or something, I just use it and I clip it, and it's right on my desk. And it's like Spirit is saying there's still some cords you need to cut. There's still some cords you need to cut. One card of clarifier, please, Spirit. If there was ever something to cut, you see? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. The Epiphany card, Ace of Swords, your energy, Aquarius, the air sign energy. The epiphany, the breakthrough, the knowledge that you need to cut the cords. Thank you, Spirit. You're wielding this. You're using this knowledge to your advantage. Spirit is giving it to you. You're saying, thank you. Happily accept it. I happily accept this, Spirit. It's like I see Harry Potter now. He's in the labyrinth. And it's the sword of Gryffindor, and he's just going to take it and hack everything down. He's going to find his own way. That's beautiful. I know the Harry Potter element was random, but it made sense to me. I hope it made sense to you. That's your reading, Aquarius. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Aquarius.